Hey Jamie, how's it going? Nothing much. So one thing here I saw is they changed it to the Legacy Edition. Maybe I didn't notice that the last time. Rockstar Games shocked the gaming community by announcing a free GTA 5 PC update. They did say there was some update coming on like the 4th of March that'll be like some new weapons and stuff. Apparently to the single player, which is kind of a big deal because they never did a single player DLC or anything. Which is a real shame. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't do that too in addition to online. It's like with WoW, how they never did Warcraft 4 because they were so caught up with WoW expansions, but you could do both at once. The upcoming patch will add all the features that are currently exclusive to PS5 and Xbox Series S of the game, which I don't know what really is the difference there. Since the announcement, PC gamers have noticed GTA 5 Legacy on the launcher, which means they probably are giving up support for it in a way, which maybe is a good sign that GTA 6 is coming out soon, but kind of weird. It's not really launching properly. Every time I tab out, it keeps going back to this. But no, I hate the whole Rockstar Games social club aspect of it. That part is just annoying to have to deal with. But yeah, I never really played online much, and there's a lot of other things I'd want to do with it, but I just don't have the... Actually, the music seems to be bugged out too because it's playing like... This wouldn't normally be playing at this part of the screen. I think I bugged it out by tabbing out too much. There are a couple of bugs that we've encountered already, like Jimmy was like driving the car when he wasn't meant to be, and then it said like when I was hanging out with Amanda, right? I got to make a compilation of these, I guess, at some point. I'm hanging out with Amanda, and it says I'm late, so he, as in like referring to Amanda as a man, right? He's left the area because you took too long. So it's like it assumes that you're only hanging out with guys all the time, right? Which is probably the majority of characters anyway, but there aren't too many female characters that you can probably hang out with. In fact, that might be the only one. I don't think you can hang out with like Denise or something, but I was just kind of going around doing random stuff, and I was almost trying to 100% the game, but I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Like, it's way too... There's too many random things that you would have to do. I did like a little fun hunting mini game that I made myself with Michael, where I was just trying to shoot the birds and stuff like that. That was kind of cool. So I'm kind of trying to let the combat come organically and not really seek it out. I took Chop with me last time. I don't know if I want to now. I was trying to throw the ball around. Like, now we're on Franklin, so I can't play as anybody else unless I die. Like, let's see, what could we do that's fun or interesting with Franklin? And probably nothing, because that's just how the game is. I hate to rag on it too hard, because it's like, do I want to drive in first person or not is the big question. But this is kind of oddly zoomed in too. But no, if I just drive around and wait for something interesting to happen, which is what open world game design is all about, right? You just kind of let it happen to you instead of seeking it out. But the problem is that this game does actually a pretty bad job of that, all things considered, because unless you're playing online, there isn't a whole lot to do. And I don't know, I kind of don't want to go first person sometimes. Like, there shouldn't be a rule. Well, I guess I will, though. I want to keep it like consistent, so like I have to go first person, and I have to... Wait, this is kind of where I was with Michael, wasn't it? Like, kind of the same hunting kind of area. We got to find like certain... Yeah, I'm trying to like almost RP as the characters themselves. So like, what would Franklin find interesting to do? He likes cars a lot. He likes... Yeah, this might have been the same area that I was hunting with Michael, and then I decided to... I pissed off the park ranger, and then it started a whole fight. And then I ended up dying, and then whenever I die as a character, I switch, right? So for the rest of the episode, I can't play as them anymore. Which is usually no real loss, because I can't really... You know, it's not a very long session anyway, typically. Hey, Nightmare, how's it going? Yeah, I saw you changed your name. What's the story with that? Honeycrisp Apple 69, no less. Oh yeah, this is what I was trying to do with Franklin too. The fact that I was like deliberately castrating my weapons just so I could... I was just doing some trolling, really. Like, so it makes it a little more difficult. So let's see what we can do, honestly, if I'm not just fighting the cops. because I can't do the air trafficking missions even unless I'm Trevor, and people needed someone called Apple. And I also can't do, like, again, assuming I'm not fighting the cops or assuming I'm not doing those air trafficking, gun trafficking missions as Trevor, what was the other thing I could do? Just, there was one other thing I said. There's like 3 things you can do. Oh yeah, attack the military base. Like, maybe I should try to do that, but let's just play it like really slow and immersive. I don't know. Which is what I've been doing. I mean, I did like a week's worth of episodes of this, even though they were all pretty short. I guess Franklin could be the hiking type, if you think about like what activities, you know, each one would like to do. I guess I will play it in first person. If you lie debating and listening to someone yap, follow Mr. One Quiet Gamer. Yeah, give me a good debate topic. But yeah, I'll do RP at some point, and I'll do the... I'm almost warming up to it, but I really hate some of the community around it now. It's kind of irritating the way that... Oh, I didn't even realize I was going up to the sign. Yeah, this is my version of hiking, by the way. Driving a car up there and defeating the purpose. Yeah, we can play, I guess, in a little bit. Let me try to do some activity first, and then I can do it. We can do a game. Oh, like play. This could almost be a format. Play GTA 5 single player until something interesting happens, and then it'll be literally like how they do those stupid videos, like watching this comedian until I laugh, right? Some female comedian or whatever, or watching the WNBA until I'm impressed. There's all these like little meme template prompts like that. So in this case, you know, it's like wandering around until something happens. I guess I can do it. It's not like anything's really happening anyway. Or it'd almost be cool to do both at the same time. If I could like show it. I don't know how that would work with the screen. Okay, so what site do you want to use here? I could do either one, honestly. I guess even though I say I can't play on either one, I still have my chess.com dummy second account. I could use that. Yeah, let me go on chess.com actually. I tried the anti-chess thing recently too. It's like some crypto powered, like literally spell chess kind of variant, which was a little bit odd, but I like the idea behind it, but it wasn't really too active, or something was kind of missing with it. Avoid permadeath by making more accounts. Yeah, but I don't allow myself to really do that. That's part of the integrity of the challenge. Like, I have to just accept it. So I can still play on here for this purpose, but I can't do it for I can't do it if I'm allowed to actually like ladder and try to do anything. Like, I'll just use it to play unranked games like this or variants or something. The checkmating game. All's fair in love and chess. These 5 eligible bots are ready to win your heart. Oh, we're still on the Valentine's part of it. There was some pretty cool piece set that they had too, I feel like. Something they were advertising. Like, I keep seeing their posts on YouTube. How do you even do this? I forgot. The football one is kind of cool too. It is... I do like that. That's from my main art. Board in pieces. Okay, there might be a theme. There's like all these temporary ones that they do. You have sports, American football, checkers, which this was one of my favorite ones, but it wasn't from this. It was like a manual one that I did for Le Chess that was so good. The 8-bit looks really shitty. Graffiti. I feel like there was some temporary one that they were showing that looks so cool. Let me check this really quick. Real 3D, vintage, Maya, chess kid. I guess this one is kind of cool though anyway. The little football vibe. I especially like the background of it. Are you still on here too, Nightmare? Let's do a simul. We'll play both of them at once because clearly I'm so good. Okay, let's do a 10-minute game. Let's see. I haven't played on here, I guess, probably in a while. Or just lately. I haven't played too much chess. I just kind of do it on a whim, but I've been trying to like look for other games either like chess or like I played Stratego for the first time, and that was actually pretty good where you have like the little and the production value of that one site is fucking beautiful. It has like all these awesome animations and stuff. I don't know if these are actually real players that you play against here, but it's like really, really cool. It's a very simple game, but it's like just very numbers based, like where you're picking a value for um every piece and don't go hard. Well, I'm not very good anyway right now, but I definitely am out of practice to whatever little extent I had, made any progress. Let's see. That's fine. That's fine. We just got to avoid the pin here. Yeah, and then the winner gets the reward of facing off against Nightmare, even though it'll obviously be that he'll destroy us because he's better. His rating was like what? I can't remember. He is like 800 or 900. Which, yeah, it kind of comes and goes. I mean, the only way to really do it is to study, which I hate saying that, but that was always my challenge. I wanted to see, like, how far can I get without studying? And the answer is pretty much nowhere, or about the same as I always was, but not living up to my name, Chaturanga only, but that's not what I'm doing. But originally, I just wanted this to be about doing variants, at least. So take. This set looks so cool, but I wish the pieces were different too, like it's just the pawns that look like that. So you could go back here. Nothing should be too under threat. You'll see my pink flamingo technique in action here with respect to no way you just said, oh, not you. This is Jamie. I was looking at his account. Yeah, what's yours on here again? Is it going to be Honeycrisp Apple or is it still going to be Nightmare? Everywhere I see. Something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, he wouldn't be 900, but let's see. Take here. So there's just a free pawn or is there something more to it than that? Recovering this so the double attack would be moot. I guess this seems free. I'm kind of surprised. Right, it always seems like it's part of their master plan otherwise. What a name, though. But I'll always know him by Nightmare. Okay, we go here, double take. Can't really do anything. I could like pin this down, but you could leave this here, which seems a little bit awkward. If you take, I take. This is all pretty much fine. There seems to be a lot of pressure on there. And yeah, football, you come to realize, actually, even though I've never really paid attention to it, American football, that is, it's actually way more complex than you might think. Like, it's so convoluted, actually, that it's like unclear compared to so many other sports. It's just not very smooth. Right? You're spending more time, setting up for a play than actually doing a play. Okay, that seems fine. Attack the knight. This would be perfectly fine too. As long as everything is covered and tradable, they take. take, I could take and check. That's an interesting pin, but it doesn't really, or even better, you could do this, and then you're double attacking that. So now you can't take the queen, and then I can just kind of go a little haywire here, and then take the, that would work, but now they'll do this, and then, oh, damn. Did he really see that, or did that just happen? Like, it actually should still be fine, though, because you go here, and then you still, oh, fuck. It's not like I don't, good game. It's not like I don't see stuff like that, but I'm trying to tunnel vision in a way that, okay, dude, I was in actually a great spot, too. Right, that was such a crushing kind of position, but it's as if you would have known that that would have happened, because otherwise you are basically losing a piece. Or maybe it's not such a good position. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, I do that, take. Now it feels like, oh, I win the bishop for free. But you can't do it because... Nightmare, what's your name? Let me play him first, and then we can do another one. If he wants to play. What was his name on here? It's like Nightmares. I don't think it was with a K. I can't even remember his username. Nightmares everywhere, but I don't think that's actually him either. Yeah, 200 rated. Nightmares everywhere I see. That was at one point his name, I'm pretty sure. Clearly describing him watching my stream, because what a nightmare it is. Everywhere he looks, it's a nightmare of a move. Daniel Naroditsky over here. So yeah, I'm not really 1200. I mean, I haven't played a rated game on here, but I'd probably be like 1400 at best. Even though with a play like that, I'm not too sure about it. Matter of delicate judgment.
Not every game goes your way, but there are always some learning moments that are worth reviewing.
Oh, they never had voice acting here before.
King's Pawn.
They're actually voice acting me through it. Yeah, let's see what the instructive moment could have been here. I win a free pawn, and I was surprised by that, but...
Good recap. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. This threatens to tactically win a bishop.
This threatens to tactically win a bishop, but how? How does it threaten to tactically win a bishop? I don't even get it. I had a rating of 1800 there. Oh, in the game?
Not every game goes your way.
90 versus 71.
That are worth reviewing.
Okay, let's do another one since Nightmare's gone, it seems like. He was probably bored to sleep by our game. Okay, let me actually play a little better here. I guess I judged that totally wrong, though. I thought I was in a very good position, and it was actually kind of just average or potentially bad even. See, that's what you call a tunnel vision moment. Like, I'm literally pointing out that, oh no, I can't do it because of the rook, and then I still do it anyway. I love when I do stuff like that. I'm literally saying why I can't do it, and then I still do it. Which is maybe a good habit to have, because it shows you, like, I'm aware of the situation, I just don't care, I guess. Which is not really acceptable. If you take, I take, you still take, so you can already double take. Damn it. Now, what would this be as a move? It seems a little bit odd. It seems okay, but you have, obviously... It should still mess up your position a bit, right? You lose the castle and stuff. I like these sort of little in-between things. Like, see, he's +1, but I don't even mind it, because look where his king is. But I'm also not very aggressive, so it can be very tricky that way. Oh no, I blundered my pawn, but now I should win a rook, because unless I'm missing something. Right, okay, so that set it up pretty perfectly. Yeah, his king is very exposed now, so you have also a free pawn. So another one. Let's see. Go here. If he moves the thing, he can just pull up the king. You're taking a lot of free pawns here. Oh, okay, that's fine. You could check. See, now I could almost be lazy and just trade down because I really shouldn't do that, but we'll go here. Picked up a couple good pawns there, and that's okay. Yeah, this should be pretty clean, but then somehow I get overconfident or something goes wrong. I would love to trade off a piece here. Even if it messes up my pawns, I'm guaranteed to take something. And so you take, and then you can take here. You give a check. You can't do anything with that. You can go here. Shouldn't be much pressure that he can really put right now. Give a check here if somehow in that diagonal. This one you can't take with, but let me just try to keep picking up pawns, I guess. This is a perfect trade. Oh, I don't even have like pre-moves enabled, I don't think. What's your name on here, Nightmare? We take, we check, we could always do. Oh, wait, did I just give that up for nothing? Oh, whatever. I get like just way too lazy at some point in the game. That's always my weakness. Okay, we give a check. This shouldn't be too complicated, but now I'm gonna give that up too and then mess something up. I just expect it to be too easy because I think, you know, that, you know, almost like you deserve it. So, you know, if you're winning by a certain amount, like, oh, I should have already won because you are not 1400 in skill. Well, play me and find out. I literally was 1400. I was like, well, how much could I have gotten worse in that time? That was literally where I left off when I stopped playing on the site. Which, again, it's not a big deal, but it's just like, how did that even happen? Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused. But no, I'm definitely capable of doing that, but I'm also kind of a lazy clown and I just do stupid things at times. So let's just not get a stalemate. It's actually very, very close to being one, I think. How do you normally this position's a bit unusual. I think we're very close to one right now. Holy shit. Okay, you gotta just push him down all the way like this. I don't even know how to do that kind of man. You missed a free night. Not even me with 2 years of retirement missed it. Good game. Well, you're talking a lot of trash then. What's your name on here? And let's play a game, Nightmare. Honey Crisp Apple, whatever you want me to call you. I don't know where the night blunder was, actually. If you can't check mate, I'm not playing you. Bro, I'm gonna mate you right now. Or I'll probably draw you because you're so good that I won't be able to, you know, actually beat you. But there was that one game I drew him and he was so pissed because it's like he's getting mad, like, oh, just stop moving back and forth. But like, if I can draw somebody in 1800, then why wouldn't I do it? Not that he was 1800 on here, I don't think, but on Le Chess, he's 1800. Which is pretty much what I was at. I got to 17, you know, like 1730. So like literally I'm as good as he was at his best potentially, but for very different reasons. But let me see what he's even talking about here. I mean, sometimes at that stage in the game, it really doesn't matter. Like, I was obviously going to win. Like, as soon as I do this, it's over. Right? The game is over. There's nothing that's going to happen. Who cares about the night? Who cares about anything? But sometimes that's my weakness that I get a little... Like, see, does it matter? Like, oh, I missed something here. Who cares? Like, I still win. Right? You're winning by such a substantial amount that... Yeah, like this. Why did I do that? Why did I do that when... I thought it was free for some reason, or I wasn't thinking. Okay, this will be the showdown of the century right now. And my one good tendency, which is sometimes bad, is like I sometimes get overconfident, but then sometimes I play up to my competition. So if he's really good, I'll play better because I'm intimidated, right? So I'll concentrate more than I maybe normally would. So sometimes when I would play like 2000s, I would play like way better than I would play against people my own rating, which is weird, but there is like a psychological effect to that of if you could just look how cool his icon looks when it's glowing like that. Right? That's not really his effect. That's just because that's how any icon would look, right? Like the fact that it's loading, but it makes it look like a scary face kind of appearing. That is a really cool thing. Okay, so we're gonna have the showdown of the century here. And there's just something I'm missing with the whole experience. Like, I did somewhat of what I wanted to do with chess, and now I want to play like real life over the board tournaments or study now or something, now I would take it more seriously. But there was just a little something more that I wanted to do with it that I couldn't because you can just see it in my play too. Like, I can play well for stretches or I can do certain things, but I just get kind of lazy and I don't have like either the killer instinct, the attacking instinct, or the sort of the willpower because I get bored. I get sort of late, just something I'm not truly committed. Oh, you're not getting it? That's weird. Nightmare underscore rage, and of course it's his icon too. Challenge. Okay, here we go. Why did it show like a different color for his piece set and stuff too, or like a different theme? Maybe it's showing the one like he's using on his. Okay, let's see what we got. I got the engine line in my brain, dude. I'm Fabiano Carana. I've studied openings for 50 years of my life. I'm so good. Now at some point you do it here, but I don't have to do it yet. So maybe I wait and then do it. I don't really know. I always use Fabi as an example of that just because whatever, he's such a technical player. Like, he was able to draw Magnus in every game of a world championship, not because he's as good as Magnus, but because he's just somebody who, like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like the chess computer or like the human calculator. Like, that was my old nickname, but obviously I don't deserve it. It's just like you can sometimes do something so safe and technical and everything like that where it doesn't matter at a point. Like, okay, I don't like this, but he's gonna win with some nuance of the pawns. Like, oh look, he has 2 center pawns and now I'm only gonna have 1. So like, what the, that would have been very dangerous for him, but he's too good to let that happen. Okay. Nothing about this position makes me uncomfortable, but I'm sure he has something up his sleeve. Scotch game classical Blackburn attack. So I mean, he can block even with that. Like, there's no real threat to doing that, unfortunately. But you shouldn't look for easy sort of. That's a big mistake the low-rated players make, right? They're looking for like the home run play every time, or the, you know, they're expecting everything to be too easy or impactful. Whatever is going to win you the game is going to be super slow, super nuanced, super long-winded, super boring, tedious, obnoxious, dumb, you know, just really. That's how chess works. And in a way you could say that's satisfying, because when the players are so good, they're not going to fall for anything easy, so that makes sense. It's just you can't expect something easy to happen, because you could just raise the pawn, but I could take. Like, I would take, he would take, I would take, he would take, I would still take. So, again, this guy's supposed to be better than me, which he historically... Oh, wait. 1600? But how? I thought he stopped playing. What? Or maybe those are from a while ago, but still. That was higher than he was before. He was always around 15. Alright, that's a bit of an awkward spot, but it doesn't really matter, because there's not... Well... He's gonna do something annoying. Because, like, if I go here, then, oh no, he'll threaten with this, and it's like... It's just gonna be kind of tedious. You go here. You're probably better off just doing this, because then if I go here, then he goes here, then it's like... Then you gotta cover this, or he's gonna take that. It's just a pain. There's such a peevish kind of cheeky way you can play chess, like just back and forth moves, repetition, you know, playing in a drawish way, just kind of, and it's sometimes not even wrong. You're not doing that to troll, you're just doing that because that's how the game works, right? There's a lot of, oh, the optimal move for me is to give a check, and the optimal move for you is to go here, and then, you know, you can't really avoid some of the repetition that happens. So many of my losses just come from like a draw that I could have taken, and then I choose not to because I'm a clown. Right? Oh, I'm trying to fight for the win. I'm trying to 0-0 and 1. So I've only played him once on this account. Joined in March 2021. Not cheater, get out of profile. Yeah, that's the only reason why people look at a profile, I guess, right? The old Kramnik technique. To accuse somebody of cheating. 3,500 games. Holy shit. And now I don't have to indulge that, and the reason why is because the queen is there. Now I'm a little confused about this, because they would take, I could still take. I'm just sort of doing one of these weird moments where I offer up a trade that maybe I shouldn't do. So if you take, I take. Again, I can never resist the lure of a trade. I just always go for it. I mean, I can tell you right there, the problem in the game, my pawns are going to be absolutely disgusting. Like, it just makes no sense how I let that happen, but probably be better off just trading stuff. And if I was to do it, right, I could double take. They would take, I would take. It's the problem of the light square bishop, right, is going to get in the way. So I would take, they would take, I would take, they would take, I would take, they would still take. I would take, they would take, and then the fact that this is still here, they could also potentially take here. If they take, I take. There's no rush. I mean, I can just wait. So I attack this here, push the pawn. Oh, maybe like that would have been good. But yeah, this is kind of not what I want as a structure. I guess I could leave it here because you don't want to block your own diagonal, but it could actually sit here, and then if I take, the biggest thing is, again, if the bishop wasn't here, I could have done something actually good, because then I could have just won a pawn with no problem, but I have take. I guess I could take first. If I take, they take, then I take first, and then I take. That could also work. I mean, look at how he's at least having to put up a fight. Like, look, I'm giving a 1600 on this site, legit, even though he's out of practice. I'm out of practice too. I was never in practice in the first place because I've always sucked. But the point is that bro is literally 1600, which I don't think I could get quite that far. I could probably be around 15. And it's really deceptive too, because there's a difference between a 1500 who just like made their account new and is like winning and losing provisional games versus somebody who's actually played for a long time, right, over hundreds of games, that would allow you to be whatever, that would allow you to, that's kind of annoying because now I don't know what I want to do. I wouldn't mind the trade, but I wanted to, if I do this, they'll just do this. Okay, if I move this away, like here, it still doesn't pose any, well, I don't know, it's just getting in the way. But he's not really doing anything, like he's just waiting. If you go here, I could take, it'd be fine. Keep making excuses. What's the excuse? I'm saying nothing's even happening. This is such an even, normal game. Excuse for what? The fact that I'm going to draw the game? Okay, we'll take, and then we'll do what we can with the actual, you know, I'd be very happy to trade the queen, and he's almost obligated to do it. I guess he could push it, but I'd still be pretty comfortable with that, position here. So if you take, I take. I'm very happy with the trading of the queen. And, you know, it's not even just my defensive style that you could point to. It's the fact that the only problem there is I can't move the thing. I can't move it, and the reason why is because I would lose that, which that's very annoying, actually. If I do this, you would take, I guess I could do this. If you take it, it doesn't matter because we have like 2 anchor pawns or whatever. So prevent the pin. Oh, was that like, I wasn't even thinking about that, honestly, if that was the pin, but I guess I end up doing it anyway. Just I'm thinking more like I'm attacking this and I'm trying to stop him from doing that so I can develop this, but let's see. Oh, that was ages ago. I mean, he's gonna flag even, and I feel bad for winning because of time, but I mean, I'm always the slow one anyway. Like, I just want you to understand this game, though. This is a 1600 rated player in whatever form, right, that he might be. And it's like, nothing decisive has happened, right? There's nothing that he's done that makes me feel like, oh, he's better or he's going to win or anything. It's just, nothing has really happened. That's the thing. Now we're going to use an octopus bishop over here. And the reason why is because we can just sit it there and then it covers that, and then there's nothing that you can do. All right, so we're setting up to either flag him or to draw, which objectively should happen. Right, whatever nuanced pawn push he wants to do is going to be limited. And this one seems very, very weak as well. You go there, you attack that. That's very cute. He always makes the cute plays. Like, they look good, but they're not really good. And you could make a move like this. Well, yeah, you could do it because if you take, if you push, I can take. If you take, I can take. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of that angle, it's still fine. Because it's not, he doesn't even have the diagonal anymore. So if you push, I can just take. I'd probably take with this and not with this, because then you get pinned in some stupid way. So like, I would take, you would take, I would take. Obviously, if you take, I just take and mate. Look at all the trash that Nightmare was talking to. Maybe I'm still more in practice just because I'm always playing in some form, but I don't really play that as much now. But let's see. At the very least, I should be able to flag him. If I take, you take, and then I can't take. So we're back to square one. I should still do it, but you run the risk of something going wrong here if I try to overdo it. Oh, he keeps suggesting the exact move I was thinking about, but it seems cute, but I don't see immediately what it would have done. I'll probably do it next. So you go to here, you take, or if you keep going, that's fine. You take with that. I almost should indulge that. I don't say, oh, but it'll be a passed pawn, and the difference in the game at this low rating will be that, oh my goodness. There's, like, really, dude? Is that really what it's going to be? Like, if I had an unleash, this would be good, but there is no such thing. So normally I'd be very happy to do that, but now I'm going to be careful because, like, oh, you know, I should be able to take it pretty much any time that I want because, you know, he can't really give up this diagonal too easily. Or I mean the open file. So again, I would normally do that, so then he would have took, and then it's a passed pawn, which I don't know that he would have really guaranteed a promotion there, but okay, that's very scary, but let me think. I don't have to do anything with it, but then again, we're kind of constrained in our space. I could do a move like this, even as odd as that seems. And the reason why I could do it is because something bad is going to happen, though I know it. You can do it. See, like, this is the kind of move you just shouldn't make. Like, what is this move right now? They could double take, but I could still do it with the bishop, so it's actually fine. But, like, why do that, right? This is not a valid move in the game of chess. This is, like, one of those, I don't want to think too much, so I'm just doing something just to do it. Right? Nobody has ever made this move ever in the history of chess. A good player, bad player, nobody does this. It's nonsense. It's just stupid. But there it is. And we're going to flag him as a result of playing like a total clown anyway. So you go here, you go here. Now I don't even have to do it. I don't even have to offer up the possibility of him taking the rook. Right? That's the beauty of it. It's all within my hands because I don't even have to indulge it. So now it's up to me. I maybe shouldn't have done that, and maybe I should have taken the trade, but somehow I feel like he's going to, I could try to give a check. I hate to do it to him on time. I don't know how you can even give people more time on here. Maybe you can't. I thought he might go there, actually. That might have been a crushing move. But we can give a check, which I don't know how I feel about it. And I might actually get mated here because, although I don't see how. There's always a temptation to give a stupid check like that I probably shouldn't do. Like, oh God. Like, look, okay, you need the cover there. Why can't I just, like, do this, for example? There should be no other move that he can really make. And by doing that, I'm giving up the check angle that I would have had. And the reason why I'm giving it up is because bishop f7. Yeah, I was thinking that too. That's a good move that I was thinking about. So he'll end up going there, and then I won't be able to stop it. So the problem with that is that I don't know. Can I just keep going like back and forth this way though? Like, what is he really gonna do? He's gonna come here, but then like it's a drawish kind of thing. It's just a drawish kind of game. But okay, dude. But even then, okay, dude. I don't know what's happening. So you block it here. What you do now is you attack this, and then I can go here, but then I can't. So he's gonna take it, which is fine. But damn it. Oh. Or no, I can still come back. That's so stupid though, because if God damn it. Oh, I can't. Whatever, bro. Like this. Okay. Typical outcome. I don't care. I don't know if that was even a troll move or if he actually made the mistake back, but this is the aspect of chess that I just don't respect, because you can always point to those kind of games outcomes, like assuming I lose there, but it's like, okay, I'm the one who's up on time, so I don't even have to indulge that, but it's just dumb because, in other words, there is never an outcome to the game ever, right? That's why at the high level you see that the number of draws, like it's actually an inconclusive game. It would have been a draw, nothing would have happened. Even this is kind of like, we can start to chomp this up, I guess. He's gonna take that side. He's so low on time that I would believe, I would have to believe something might happen here. I'm gonna have very little opportunity to get at it though, so like if I don't do it soon, it's gonna be the same situation, isn't it? Like, you'd be better off just sitting on it, and then if you right, you're gonna be very limited in scope because of the fact that now I get it, and then you do it, and then you get here. You go here. Now there is some kind of way to do this, but I don't know how to do it because I'm a clown, so I'm fine with that. So it's meant to be a draw. He technically should have just won though, because good game. I don't know if he was trolling with the one move there. Like I blunder my rook and then he gives it right back. It's possible he just missed that because he was low on time too, but I'm lucky. I mean, I told you it was gonna be a draw, just like every other game ever in the history of chess. But yeah, this is a moment like nothing's really happening. So I'd love to see like what is it that you're expected to do, and I mean that's kind of lucky for him too. But we get that, we save it. Okay, let's do one more. He can get his revenge if you want. But no, that was a good high level game, wasn't it? Like, what should the accuracy be? Or it might not even tell me because it wants me to get premium, which I'm certainly not gonna do. Just show me the number, bro. Who the hell is Chaturanga only? Me. That's my name because I remember I had to delete my account, so of course I had to. And that's like my favorite variant. That this account was meant just for weird stuff like that. Oh, I like how I'm still in the GTA 5 category too. Like it doesn't even matter, but okay, let's give him one more final showdown game. That was a pretty fun game though. I mean, again, the ending kind of pisses me off because it's just something stupid, but what would it really want me to do at that point? Okay, here we go. The final boss of chess, which we can't actually beat him ever, but at least if I draw it, it's fine. He's talking all that junk. I'm not 1400, this and that. Okay, you go here. Okay, he can't do the pin. One of my many weaknesses. I can cancel anytime I want, but sometimes I wait too long. Right, sometimes I want this to be too pretty. Your match review was 1650, 1700. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not that I really am 1650, but so sometimes I would like to do this, but then it somehow messes up, even though you would think it would double stack his pawn, so that's bad, but it's okay. 77.8 versus 80.3. That actually doesn't seem all that good. Yeah, this is about as high level chess as you can play. Not really, without actually studying or knowing what you're doing, even though that's not really even true. Now, this would compel a trade in a very direct way. They would take, I would take, but it would be bad because, right, they would take, I would take, they would take, and then I'd have to take in some undesirable way with the actual, with the pawn. That'll mess up my whole structure, so that doesn't work. I would take, you would take, I don't know, I would take, you would take. There should be like limited options of what you can do there. Now that might be exactly as he planned, but I don't really get how or why, because if you want to trade the bishops, go ahead. I'm not going to be the one attacking anyway. Yeah, there should be something free as a result of the sequence, but the reality is that they would take, I would take, I could take this, they could take this. Wait, isn't it like a, oh no, never mind. I should just settle for that. I'd be happy with it. So if they take the knight, it's fine. If they take the, nothing else they can really do. Now if I just back off, go here, and I think I misspelled Chaturanga too with that, or the actual Chaturanga only was taken. Or maybe I just didn't think of it when I was making the name. I thought somehow that was actually how you spell it. So again, we're hitting this. I take, they take, I take, they still take. I think probably the only logical thing, you got to go back. Okay, they're gonna pull some shit out. They're gonna pull some shit out. I already know it. Because like, oh no, now they'll get the rook. But or maybe not. Because like, oh, they'll get that, but then I'll get that for free, so it's not as good as it seems. But that's one of those really scary situations to put yourself in. Right, where they could do something really cute, especially if they could give a check, or especially they could attack the rook. But then it would be worth it even for them because, oh, you know, they'll attack, I'll take, they'll take, I'll take. And so I don't know why that's so bad. I don't really see what, yeah, no, now you can take also the, you can take also the bishop, even though it's going to be still an even trade. So, see, I kind of luck out in a situation like that because I wasn't really thinking about it, but it, I guess there's a rhyme and a reason. Like, even if you don't know that, it's like, whenever they're putting forth pressure, they have to give something up themselves to do it. Right, it's not like they always just get to attack you with no repercussions or no opening. So they give you an opening when they take one themselves, and then queen b7. Okay, they give a check there, which doesn't seem to be a big deal at all. Unless I'm missing something. They should have a little chess mini game in GTA 5 too. They should have like every kind of mini game imaginable. Just like, you know, you can play tennis, you can do yoga, all these kind of boring ones, but give us something exciting. Like, they seem to have trouble with like non-combat things to do. Even like, oh, you can, if you can go to a casino or something that they had in a previous game. There's so many mechanics that they ultimately have that they get rid of, like the gang wars and the vigilante missions and stuff. So you have maybe this idea, you have maybe let's see, there could be some couple good things going on here. It makes you kind of comfortable doing one thing though. If I just go here, right, then you feel like you can just take it and there's nothing they can do to cover it. Or wait, no, never mind. You would either go here or you could just bring the queen back, which for some reason I kind of want to bring the queen back. I don't like it being out there, and I don't know what they're going to do with this here, but if they... I have that nasty bishop pair going, so... Right, the files are completely open in a way that allows you to punish them, and so now I could do it because this move is kind of... I mean, I could sit it there, but then we're going to get up into a trade situation. So, just go here. Rook e1 prepares for bishop e5. Yeah, I was going to do it, but it's just like... I was trying to get the queen out of some potential harm's way. I hate these kind of moves. Like, if my queen's there, then they'll do this. And it's like, oh, now I have to, like, work so hard to get out of it. Like, you almost... Not that you're really trapped, but it's just kind of awkward. Now, they can unleash this into something, and then... Nothing is still wrong with that. I could create a double stack. You could create a double stack, or I could try to like push this out almost. I guess I'm kind of okay with the double stack idea here. That, like, where could they move that to actually have significance? And the answer is, you know, you go here, I could just take it, they could take, I could take. So this has got to be the one. If you bring the thing here, then I don't know exactly what the point would be, but I should maybe be sitting here, but then I'm offering the queen trade, which in this case, as much as I love to trade, maybe in this kind of position, you wouldn't want to do that because you have such an aggressive initiative going on that, you know, it's like you're really limiting your options here. So now all you have to do is... You know, you have to do something like that. You have to bring it. So, well, there's a number of things you could do, I guess, but, or you can't do that, but you have manslayer move. Let's see. You're going here, you're attacking that. Wait, what? But how? How would... He's trolling. He would never make a mistake like that. What the fuck? Or maybe it was just such a bad position. Good game. Queen g4. Yeah, it won't even show me like a proper analysis because you know, oh, you'd have to subscribe to premium, which since I'm not even able to play on here, like, was the position really that bad here? It wasn't even that big of a deal. It was only bad because, yeah, like I might be winning by a little bit, but what should he have done here? Like, just move the knight back. Like, that's not a big deal. So you are telling me that you are bad at everything in chess except discovering maze. I'm bad at everything in chess except, no, I'm pretty bad at discovering maze. I'm good at playing defensively and sort of dragging stuff out. I think he meant to say I'm good at everything in chess except for discovering mates, because it appeared to take me so long to believe that that actually was a mate. But okay, let's do one more. But yeah, see, we showed Nightmare that we are absolutely deserving of a 1400 plus clip, because even though I did just lose one game here that was kind of bad. Okay, I like that little showdown thing that it does at the beginning. Okay, you go here, or not. That's a bit greedy because that could lead to all kind of problems. But then again, I'm about to take it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, the pin can potentially be a problem. But yeah, see, Nightmare is so good and solid fundamentally, but so am I. So it evens it out. You are only 1400 when playing me. Bro, I literally was 1400. Like, what do you... I can't even show my account. It's not a big deal to even be 1400, but... I literally... But no, that was the challenge that I failed. I had to get to 1500, but actually I got to 1350 and then I fell below 1300 again. So that's why I failed, because I'm not allowed to fall below the 100 mark after getting to a 50 mark. This site is pretty frustrating because people try hard like crazy. It's just nuts. Wait, this is the same mistake he made last time. Now I could almost afford to just do that anyway, but it's a case where, I don't know, he's gonna somehow try to trap it in there, but then again, you can't even move that, so I could try to double attack this. Not that it's a very logical double attack. No, I was 1700 on the chess. Like 1727 was my peak, and then I failed there because well, the permadeath thing on there is classical based, but it's like, here, maybe I'll just settle for it. I got to like 1750 plus in classical, then I fell below 17. And so obviously then after doing my account, and then yeah, my peak on chess.com was like around 14, and then my peak on Lichess was like 17 in both rapid and classical, which I was maybe more surprised by the rapid one, because I always knew, okay, I'm better in classical, but I didn't think I'd do so well in rapid too. But now it's all meaningless because all those accounts are gone because I obviously suck. Let's see. You go here, you pin this, which is kind of cute. You missed a sequence which won you a knight. Yeah, I get kind of lax at this point where or wait, that's actually I win a rook. When I feel like I'm already winning, then I stop kind of, you know, I stop looking for stuff or playing as well, which you really shouldn't do in higher level play. Right, you're gonna have to always stay vigilant. You can't get overconfident and then lose the advantage and stuff like that. So that's fine either way. You take it here. We trade. It's obviously over. So you have this potential. They could cover it there. I don't know why I don't have pre-moves turned on actually. Okay, you go here, you double attack it. Take, if they take, I take. Go here, take a free knight. Kind of sit here. Sometimes this is the trick with the movement of the thing too. Is like, don't cover the piece even. Don't even bother covering it. Just good game. Instead of covering it, you try to block their movement as far as try to block their movement so that it can't even get to it. Damn, Jamie is really taking a beating this round. Yet somehow he still beat me in the one game and Nightmare didn't, which is odd. But again, it's like that, playing up to competition. I'll play better against Nightmare somehow. I'm just so streaky, like I can't be consistent. If I could be consistent, I'd actually be like 2000 or something by now, because I have like those moments, but I can't maintain them. I don't know if I even want to do that. I just gotta one day study, because that's just the only way to play the game. Literally start at 5 years old and study for 20 years. Magnus was on Joe Rogan, so now there's all kind of memes and stupid things from that you can look at. The way people like sort of talk about chess triggers me. They act like, I don't know, it's such a romanticized, propagandized game that people don't actually understand how it really works. Like, oh, look what a genius. Also, he started when he was 5 and studied for 20 years, and his dad was a super GM or whatever, like a 2100 rated player. And not that that's that big of a deal, but you know, you have such an interest in the game and such a pressure for the game. And Magnus's sister was like an inspiration for him, trying to be as good as her, which is weird because nobody even knows who she is or that he even has a sister. But at that point, that was like a motivating factor. So that was potentially a bad thing because whoops, I shouldn't have done that. Because like you have the ability to okay. So this is a big thing here that I could potentially open up something. I kind of saw where that was going, but I still messed it up. So now you would take, I would take, and we're posing a major threat there, but unfortunately there's always something stupid like this that you can do to still get out of it. Like, this is such a crushing thing. You're presenting mate in one and threatening the queen, but it's actually not that big of a deal. Right, that I hate stuff like that. Like, after all that, you just get away with it. And was I like blundering my queen from before or what? Yeah, look at this Nightmare. Look at the kind of moves that I'm making. What was that? What was that, dude? I guess I'm not in too bad of a position anyway, so I can still deal with it. So they're double attacking this, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just very inconsistent and streaky. If you do this, you can't really go anywhere good, but it doesn't matter because you Or I could have already just double took it. I already had the cover. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's the one thing that we've learned is it's sort of futile to actually play the game in a way that you try to do it like, you know, to if you played like that against me, I would have eaten you alive. True, fair enough, but somehow I'm very odd like that. Oh, there's gonna be something cheeky with this, I bet. They could like sack it and then do a fork or something. Okay, I'm only -1, but this is going on kind of for a while. There's a lot of back and forth. Take, can't take. Okay, fine. You go here, potentially threatening this. And my pawn structure isn't bad, but it seems kind of like an inconclusive game so far. Like, again, gonna lead to a draw for the mill. Oh, shit. Probably should have led to a draw, but well, that was an unexpected session of chess actually, because now we're going to now this could be extremely dangerous for both of us, but it's a case where I could just do this till the end of time. Right, there's nothing they can do to stop me. I could take this and sort of double take. And then now I'm a +2 advantage, and then oh yeah, this should be easy now. Just famous last words, so let's try to push this one up. Okay. Fuck, he's getting a lot of value here. I get cocky and then end up giving him way too many opportunities. Okay, go here. And I'm probably gonna mess it up now, come to think of it, which is unbelievable. Like, how do I do this? He blundered. Good game, thanks. Hopefully I don't mess it up at least. So what may happen is he may win that one, but then at that point it doesn't matter because of the simple fact that we would have this one free to promote anyway. Okay, bro. It's fine, it doesn't matter. We can hide behind here, you can't give a check, and then we can keep pushing. So just with the strength of the king alone, we could do it. And so I don't know exactly how to do this, but you could go here and then you take is good. If you don't take, then you're kind of giving up this whole situation. And then you give a check here. You can guarantee the trade there, even if you end up taking that as a result. Yeah, I was in a much better position than even this would indicate. But then I get overconfident and give up a couple of pawns like that. Whoops. Okay, whatever. The point is, I misclicked the knight. I'm just doing that as a fan service for Nightmare because he loves horses so much. Good games. Alright, let me just go and rest with Franklin then, since I don't know if I even want to do anything now. Or I'm not even game capturing right now. Let's see if it'll pick it up. Yeah, I don't like how the mirrors are so bad with this. Like the rear view mirror and the whatever. They kind of work, but it's very, very unclear. Right, like it is showing you a realistic terrain there. Which in a way, that's kind of impressive. That it would be able to do that based on anywhere you're in the world and stuff like that, but it's just like really, really low res. Fan service would be me in a bikini. I don't know about that. Fuck. But yeah, one of these days I'll try to figure out how the modding scene works. I'll figure out how the RP scene works and everything. Things that I haven't done in a while, or I don't think I ever really modded the game. I tried like one or two things. The LSPD one that kept bugging out, but it was kind of fun when it did work. You just get to play as a cop. What the fuck? What the fuck am I doing? I was trying to play all realistic, by the way, but this is not the way to do it. And I kind of dislike using the special abilities too much either. Yeah, it is fun to just kind of roam around, but it kind of wears on you after a while too. Just like there's only so much you can do with it, and it just doesn't. There's not enough structure to it, is the point. But no, like one of the hobbies that we discovered as Michael is, oh, we want to go hunting, like shoot the birds and stuff. That felt like an organic, fun thing to do, even though it's not really a mission or any purpose behind it. That always felt kind of like a cool thing to do. And then as Franklin, we could do something like we were tossing the ball around, trying to create like a like a mini game with that, and obviously with Chop and stuff. And then also we just fucking wrecked the car, like holy shit. But the good thing is it magically repairs itself, which I shouldn't be able to do that. In an RP sense, I should have to repair it myself now. Go to a garage and actually pay for it. Which Franklin actually doesn't have very much money compared to the other two. Or it's probably just in the stock market. Right, like Michael, I didn't realize, oh, he has like 11 million or whatever. But what even is this? So let me guess, an interior. Get a flying bike. I don't think there are flying bikes in pictures. Yeah, another interior that you can't go into, even though it's one of the few businesses that you can actually buy. That's probably something only you can get online. All the fun stuff you can only do online. So the single player takes on a very realistic form then. Oh, you can only have like real cars and real weapons. There's no alien weapons and lasers and stuff. Why am I driving so badly right now? You have the pay and spray, which is not... Or no, I guess it is both though, right? It'll be not just to change the color, but also it'll be a garage straight up. So let's just do that and then go home and sleep because that's all I really had the energy for. But no, it's like I was trying to invent my own little mini games and stuff where I get to, you know, come up with something that each character really likes to do. And let's see how much this will actually cost. I had to do this with Amanda's car, and then I caused it to get flipped over, and then I have to buy a new one to replace it so that Amanda doesn't get mad at me. I'm kind of sick of the color of some of these cars, though, because we've seen them for so long. Michael's is always black. Franklin's is always white. Ironic, I guess you could say, but Trevor's is always the same, like, reddish, burgundy, whatever color. The one thing I'm not doing here is I'm not following the traffic laws. And the reason why is because it, even as much as I'm trying to play it like realistically, that part just isn't very rewarding or fun. It's kind of just, at least if the cops came after you for breaking the traffic laws, I could understand. But you can just do whatever you want. So here, maybe there's some incentive to do it, but yeah, we'll mess around it online. But by the time I do that, it'll be probably discontinued. They'll take it offline right when, like, somebody must have a mod like that that just, it translates all the missions you can do online to single player somehow in a way that could even simulate it with the AI companions or something like that. Yeah, Franklin's driving should be basically the smoothest in its own right, even though couldn't you tell from all the damage I just caused to it? That actually wasn't even that expensive of a repair. I broke the windshield. I was, you know, hitting things multiple times over. That was actually very forgiving considering how fancy this car is too. Yeah, this is kind of what this series is constituted, just me wandering around, not really doing anything in particular. But if you get immersed, it can still be fun because you're like, you know, it's hard to explain, but that's kind of how I play things at times, where it'll be like this long-winded feeling of, you know, you'll do something exciting, like you'll do a core gameplay thing, but then you'll do a lot of stuff in between. So like, okay, we do a mission, except there are no missions to do, but hypothetically, right, like we go do a College of Winterhold quest in Skyrim, and then I'll sit down, I'll read a book, or I'll go shopping in the town, and I'll do something else. You'll do some core gameplay thing that's epic and intense, and then you'll take a break, not by stopping playing the game, but by doing something in the game that constitutes that, like, oh, you know, so we go here and we rest and we watch TV or something. So that creates the whole RP vibe. The problem is when you're out there doing stuff, there has to be some higher stakes event going on, and there just isn't. So that's a little bit unfortunate. Obviously, time advances there a bit, and he never ends up with Tanisha properly the way that he obviously wanted to. A pretty nice view. Okay, see you tomorrow.